So in this video, I want you to understand the effects that gravity has on your back. Gravity will pull your shoulders and upper back forward throughout the day. I'm sure you know someone with a slouched posture, or you may have one. Are you worried about getting a hump in your back when you get older? Well, you can prevent that from happening. Activities such as sitting at a desk or a computer all day promotes gravity pulling you forward. And then you flex forward even more when you type or do activities with your arms out in front of you. And sports like golf and tennis can also cause you to bend forward. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say you shouldn't play golf or tennis. I just want to stress the importance of doing other things that are good for your back to counteract their effects. So, when does your back ever get to relax in an extended position? Just think about that. When you sleep, do you sleep on your side or on your stomach, or do you sleep on a couple of pillows? Have you realized that all day long gravity has pulled you forward, and then you top it off by sleeping in a flexed position? One suggestion I have for you is to lie flat on your back for at least 15 minutes per day. Have one small pillow under your head. Make sure it's not underneath your shoulders. And do not elevate the head of your bed. Just lie flat and let your back relax. And then when you're sitting up, make sure your hips are higher than or level with your knees. So watch that couch that you sit on in the evening, because usually they're low. And when you sit at a desk, make sure your forearms are supported on the desk or on the armrest so your shoulders get to rest.
Trunk elongation and decompressing your spine is very important, and we're going to teach you some trunk stretching and strengthening exercises to help with this. The first one we're going to show you is learning how to elongate your trunk on a foam
Right
roller.
on the very edge, and then just lower yourself down onto it. Make sure your head's supported, and I want you to just let your arms relax at your side. And I want you to think about your spine. It should be touching the roll the whole way. So if you think about your shoulders and your shoulder blades, are they kind of in the middle? Do they feel like they're the same on one side versus the other? Do you feel like your low back is kind of the same? And what about your hips? Are they touching the roll in the same direction, same way? And your feet, do your feet feel like they're kind of in the same position? And how does that just feel on your back? Doesn't that feel wonderful? You can stretch your arms up over your head if you want. Just get a really good stretch that way. You want to just make sure you hold your stomach tight against the roll. And then back down. There you go. And if you feel like you're really loose, you can go ahead and straighten out your legs. How does that feel? Does that make you arch your back? There you go. There you go.
More like a chest stretch. How's that?
And you can bring your arms out to the side.
Can you bring them down? There you go. There you go. Just lower your shoulders.
Go ahead and bend your knees again to do that.
Next one we want to demonstrate is a corrective exercise for your upper back. We're going to have Scott here demonstrate how to pinch your shoulder blades and really work on activating the muscles in your rhomboids and your lats and up through your upper back. This is a great one for posture. So he's going to start laying on his back, elbows in close to his sides. I like to bring my arms and my elbows about 90 degrees, fists up in the air. Now the idea is we're trying to drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. From here, squeezing and really pinching your shoulder blades together. We're also known as retracting your shoulders. The idea is he's going to lift his chest away from the mat high as he can. Remember, don't lift your head. Try to keep the base of your skull still relaxed flat on the mat. After about a 10-second hold, slowly he's going to lower back down, take a big breath in, get some oxygen back in those lungs. From here for the second rep, same thing, really pressing those elbows, the back of his shoulders into the mat as he lifts his chest and really expands his chest as much as he can. Now try to keep your back straight, stomach's always tight with every exercise we do. A couple more seconds, very good. We'll try a third set, we'll try one more time. Give me about 10 seconds, I want you to really expand your chest as far as you can. Furthest one you've done yet. 5 seconds, come on. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, 1, and totally relax. Very good. Next, we want to show you some corrective exercises for your back, your traps, upper and lower, as well as your shoulders. These all encompass your posture. And like we've mentioned, we get pulled forward so much throughout the day that these are imperative to work to really balance our bodies out and get us standing back up straight. First, we're going to have Scott demonstrate a cobra, which is similar to a lot of the cobras that many of you are familiar with. The only big difference here is we want him to keep his head and his chest still face down on the mat. And that way, the idea on this one is he's just lifting up his arms and his hands. Real slowly, we're going to take about a 10-second hold at the top. Keeping those palms down, we're going to slowly have Scott lift his arms high as he can, making sure to keep his back and his neck in neutral alignment. Don't forget to breathe here. You want to take a big exhale as you raise your arms. Give it about 2 more seconds, and 1, and go ahead and slowly lower them back down. Now, as we start to get tired, it's always a good idea to relax your shoulders and really work on pulling your shoulders down away from your ears. We're going to try a second rep, same thing. As he comes up, coming up, really pinching right through the middle of that back. 5, very good. Don't forget to breathe. 2, 1, and relax. Excellent. Let's try one more set. Shoulders down. We're going to bring those hands up and get a good squeeze for 10. 5, 4, excellent, Scott. Good job pinching. 2 and 1. Go ahead and relax. Very good. Next, we're going to have him bring his arms up to about shoulder height, therefore bringing his arms into a W, similar to a W position. Now, we want our elbows bent about 90 degrees, and they should be the same height as our shoulders. You can always reset if you need to. And remember, just like with all 3 of them, we want to really focus on keeping those shoulders down away from your ears. First, we're going to keep a neutral alignment, so keeping that 90-degree alignment with our elbows. Slowly, we're going to try to pick our arms straight up to the ceiling. Same thing with the prior exercise. I really want you to focus on squeezing those shoulder blades together. Big exhale, 2, 1, and go ahead and lower both arms to the floor. Relax a sec. You can always shake your arms out, shake your shoulders out. Make sure they stay relaxed. Find your alignment. We're going to do a second rep. Same thing. Here, Scott's pulling his arms up, really working on activating the muscles right through his mid-back. And squeeze, good. Remember to breathe, keeping that head down, everything in spot. The third and final exercise we want to go over is known as a Y. Same thing, we're going to keep neutral alignment. Palms down. Same thing here. The only difference is that as we come up to a Y, we're going to have our thumbs up. We want to bring our hands somewhat kind of close together, a little bit away from your ears, and really work on pinching those shoulder blades. Shoulders down away from your ears. From here, nice straight elbows. Now, one trick with this one, as Scott lifts his arms, we really want to make sure he's keeping his elbows straight. A lot of times when we have a tendency to do this one, especially if we're tight or a little weaker through our back, our arms are really going to have the tendency to want to bend. Go ahead and lower back down, Scott. Very good. Relax a sec, shake your back out. Shoulders, second rep, here we go. As notice, his elbows are staying totally straight, very neutral. Coming up and bring your arms up high as you can. It's more important to keep your elbows straight than to lift your arms as high as you can. So work on first keeping neutral alignment, and then we'll work on how high you can raise your arms. Go ahead and relax that, Scott. Very good. Third round, same thing. I want you to really focus down through the middle of your back, and you're really trying to squeeze those muscles together in your lower traps, right through your middle of your back. Excellent, Scott. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, relax down. Big breath in. Excellent. Thank you for showing that. That's what we have for now. Our mission is to help people combat the effects of prolonged sitting and sedentary lifestyles with short bouts of stretching throughout the day. We're developing an app which will send you reminders to stretch, as well as new exercises for stretching daily at each session with 5-minute workouts that you can do at your desk and even in your work clothes. You will have a good understanding of what area you are stretching and why you are stretching that muscle group.
And this will give you a fun and healthy way to take a break at work. So if you think this is something that will help you, please support us on Kickstarter so we can finish this app. Our link is on the screen as well as in the description. And stay tuned for our next webinar. Thank you.